Gaming. Last time on Ecco the Dolphin, we met the Big Blue. Now on Ecco the Dolphin, we're on a mission to meet the Asterite and ask for its help. Okay, so here we go. The island zone is pretty straightforward. We need to do a couple of things here. Okay, so gotta swim down here. We got some rocks and we got an attacking shark. Attacking shark is being way more annoying than I think. If it comes back, I'm going to scream. Okay, good. So now we gotta go down here. Oh, that was okay, get this crystal. Oh, now there's these dangerous ones. Okay, we might actually die if we don't get to the surface quickly. Okay, we're back to the surface. Okay, good. Okay, what's the first subject I can talk about? Some games I played later on in life, but I could have played when I was a kid. And these games I'm talking about were ones that are remasters or ports. So, first one is the Spyro the Dragon trilogy. With the Spyro the Dragon trilogy, the games are all platformers, but are also semi-collectathons because you collect gems in every level, and you need to collect all the gems to get 100%. The title of the remaster trilogy is Spyro the Dragon Reignited. And there are a number of characters I love in that game, including Spyro's original voice. I only experienced Spyro the Dragon before thanks to the Legend of Spyro trilogy, except for the second game of that trilogy, so I'll need to go back to that sometime. Anyhow, I can understand why people love the Fawn character in that game. Also love the cheetah and the other ones that are joined Spyro on his quest in the second and third games. Also, Sparks the dragonfly, who's just a health meter in that game. He is interesting. Oh, he doesn't seem to really do much in that game. Okay, so we got a dolphin here. All life in the sea is frightened. This makes the sea a very dangerous place. Of course it is. Sea is already dangerous, so you're just saying it's 10 times more dangerous. Shield creature number 1 is Bubbles. Shield creature number 2 is Bubbles. So you can have a place to refill your health and your air meter right here. Anyhow, we got dolphin number 1 here. This is a tutorial dolphin that came from level 1. There might be a second one around here? No. Okay, so what I need to do is get over here. Oh, where am I supposed to go? Oh, it's down here. Okay, we're almost there. Got some pufferfish, got that, got that. Oh, we got the return of the octopus. Go slowly, go slowly, go slowly, go slowly. Yay, out of that area now. Good. Knock out the crystal. Good. Nothing there. Nothing there. Kill the crab. Okay, what's the second game that I can talk about? Actually, let's talk more about Spyro the Dragon trilogy. Mr. Moneybags is a character who would want to punt in real life because of how greedy he is. Then there is Now let's move on to the second one. Crash Bandicoot through the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy Remaster. Those games, I can understand the appeal of them, how fun they are. They're platformers. There's one level in the very first game that's super difficult, but apparently it was something only unlocked through a cheat code or something in the original, but it is now fully in the remaster. Then there are other ones in that game that are very difficult to do. Oh yeah, right here is the right here is where we'll go to get to the end of the level. And Crash Bandicoot, very funny character, silent sort of character too, but it makes a lot of sounds. The enemy in that game is think like Neocortex. He is a charlatan. Oh, not charlatan. He is. It sort of reminds me of like Looney Tune villains, being that they're sort of incompetent in some ways. Anyhow, we just got the crystal key. Now we can go back to the start and now we can go back to the start and go back over here, knock out the crystal, and get to the end of the level. So with those two remasters, I mean, I can understand the appeal of those games from back in the time, but not fully because I have not played the originals. So I will not fully say that I would understand them, but they are pretty fun. Okay, so a couple of whale or dolphin facts. Orcas are the largest dolphin in the dolphin family. They are very cool creatures, but apparently there are at least 3 different orca species and not subspecies because they have not intermingled with one another for a very long period of time. I'm talking about millions of years, hundreds of thousands or millions of years. And then also, certain dolphins have taken up the fashion statement of wearing certain creatures on their heads. And also, certain dolphins have adopted certain other creatures. For example, there was this one dolphin pod that adopted a melon head whale calf and raised it as their own for 3 years until it could fend for itself. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think it only came about because the mother dolphins had just had calves, so that instinct right there is just right at the forefront. Okay, so deep water. What was it? Sorry for doing this. This is only for reading this. Deep water. Ancient breathless passages run so deep that no songs of this place have yet been sung. Deep water. Okay, so this one is very straightforward. You just need to get all the way to the end. We go to the right, that will be a passageway that we can't get through because of the current. But we go to the left, we can. We need to swim. Get some food. Get this. Got some crabs looking to stop us. We got some spikes. Okay, so we gotta keep going this way. Oh yeah, what's another game that I play later on, but I could have played as a kid? That would have been Final Fantasy VII. I got to play as a port on the not N64, Nintendo Switch. It is a fascinating game. I can understand the appeal of it. I actually found myself enjoying it too, but it's not, oh, just had to restart? Okay. So I liked the characters of Cloud, Aerith, Tifa, Barrett. Barrett is a cool character. There is a whole total reimagining of the games. So if you want to play it that way, you can. If you are not the type of guy who likes turn-based RPGs, so Final Fantasy VII, the original, is not like true turn-based because you have an ATB bar. Let's go back. Just because I got stuck. Okay, I'll see you back there shortly. I'll just start right here. Okay, good. So time to go meet the Asterite, which is this creature right here, a giant strand of DNA. I remember you. Of course it was you, and it was I who sent you. Now it is clear. I can help you by giving you powers and knowledge, but you must help me first, or else. You must help me regain my full strength. You must travel into the past. To the west is a sunken city called Atlantis. Its people built a machine and used it to travel in time. Use the machine to travel to the distant past before your kind existed. You will go back 55 million years and like it. There you will find my missing globe and retrieve it. You must return it to me. Only then can I give you what you need to save your pod. Alright, Mr. Dude. I'll swim over this way and I'll get to the end of the level. Next level, the Marble Sea. No description, so let's keep going. I actually should look to see what I can talk about next. Oh, I actually have one last thing to mention about Final Fantasy VII. There are certain aspects to that game that are dated. Overall, it is a great Final Fantasy game. The only other Final Fantasy game that I played is Final Fantasy 3DS, which is not Final Fantasy 6. It's actually the original Final Fantasy 3. Because I know in the past, the United States got Final Fantasy 6 as Final Fantasy 3, which is hilarious. Not so hilarious when you now have to think about it. It's like, oh, we got Final Fantasy 3, but not the true Final Fantasy 3. We got the reject. Oh, Final Fantasy 6 is not a reject, so don't take my word as that. We got one that isn't Final Fantasy 3, it is not the better Final Fantasy III, as there was already a true Final Fantasy III. Final Fantasy VI, however, is better than Final Fantasy III. Anyhow, next subject that I can talk about while I'm playing this game. Well, actually, let's just talk about this puzzle. You got to use this to get to the bottom. You can see right there, there are chains that you have to destroy, so it's not exactly a easy puzzle to do. Okay. But I destroyed the chains so they won't come back. We now just use this block to get to the bottom. Okay, so there should be a whole bunch of things here we can use. Okay. We got the crystal, so now I can just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Keep on going, get hurt, keep on going, keep on going. Oh, I need to go get air quickly, otherwise I'm going to drown. Yay. Okay, now I'll have to use the block thing again to get back over there. I think there's one other crystal that I'll need to get because this level has 2 access keys that are required to go through one door. Okay. Okay, now we go through here. This is the other passageway that I need to go to get one more. Oh. Oh. I think we need to go one more. Oh, there's a statue which will give me invincibility powers. Okay. We just go through here. I think it'll get me to the end of the game, end of the level. Yeah. Oh, there's that right there which I'll need to use and get to. Where's the block thing that I can use to do that? Oh, access granted. Does that mean I have access granted to the thing over here? Or do I need to slide a block over here? Yeah, now I'm at the end of the level. Yay! The library. No description, so let's go over another thing I can talk about. Games I got back to after months of not playing them because I got bored. One of them is Pokemon Sword version, Pokemon Sword and Shield. I don't know why I got bored, but there were certain aspects of that game that grew tiring to me, so I dropped it for a bit, and I came back to it after a long period of time. I did finish it, and I did actually enjoy it, so it wasn't something that I hated. Funny thing that. Are there any other games I dropped and came back to later? No, I don't think so. Let me ask you all a question. Have any of you dropped a game because you grew tired of it and only later came back to finish it? Did you enjoy it once you had done so? Okay, so next level, the library. This level has a few different aspects that we'll have to get through. First and foremost, we should actually go and kill a crab, yes. But there are these crystals which will give us some necessary information, some lore. We are losing a war with the planet Vortex. Atlantis is in ruins after a beam struck from space. We have escaped into the past with our technology. Okay. Glyph. Crystals containing encoded messages. Certain sounds reflect the message back. Created to help a dolphin of the future travel to Vortex. Okay. Planet Vortex. Third planet in the star system Cassandra. Located in the head of the constellation Pegasus. Note, the nearest constellation to Pegasus is Delphinius. Nothing more. Next one. Vortex life forms. We suspect that Vortex is dying and can no longer produce food. Every 500 years, when the Earth and Vortex have a clear path, the Vortex feed upon the Earth. Each feeding increases in size. The Vortex are getting hungrier. Okay, that's disturbing. We, the people of Atlantis, have made these glyphs for you. This one will be a repeat, I think. Yes. Vortex is feeding on the seas of our Earth. Eventually all life will be harvested. All life will end. The Vortex must be stopped. This is another repeat, so yay! Okay, let's go back to service just so we have air when we need to do that. Okay, so as I said, this level has a few different things I will need to be concerned about. We also have the invincibility thing, which will refill our food and air meters somehow. Anyhow, we gotta deal with. We got a pool here. We got this invincibility statue giver. And now, here's the thing about this part of the level. You have to do that twice to actually get underneath this thing. And then you gotta push it along, push it along. Get underneath it, it'll eventually move over to the right like before. And then we gotta push it some more. Okay, so next part is pushing it as fast as possible to get it over to the iron chains. Now we'll knock out the barriers here. Now we're clearing that area. We do have one part to do here. It will be the hardest part in this level. Access granted. Good. Okay. What are some RTS games that I can talk about? There's Homeworld, which had a very difficult campaign. At least for me, I had to cheese it by creating a whole bunch of vehicles that could capture other vehicles. Now we gotta watch out for this thing, which can crush us if we aren't careful. Okay, we got through that. So we gotta be very careful about the okay, get over there. There's nothing over here that can crush us. What was it that I said about Homeworld? The captured corvettes I created was the reason I got through that campaign at all. Because on one level you have to defeat a whole bunch of vehicles with laser weapons. Think they were laser frigates. And you can capture them with the capture corvettes, and since there were about 50 to 60 total, I got a very big fleet because of that. What were some other RTS games that I played? There was Red Alert 2 and Red Alert 3. They had a number of difficult missions in their campaign. In Red Alert 3, one mission had an ally turn against you and stole your resources. They literally stole all your resources as you had a bunch of money, and they stole that to make it theirs. Also, you are on a very small island while your ally is on a very big piece of land. One viable strategy was to set up some engineers in their base by building structures over there. When they became an enemy, you can use your engineers to capture their buildings and thereby neutralize them entirely. There was a similar mission in Red Alert 2. Okay, so Deep City is the next one, and we're not going to do that now. Has no description. I'll save that. I'll create a suspension point right here. I hope you all enjoyed watching me play Ecco the Dolphin. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Also hit the notification bell to receive notification about me uploading a video. Bye bye!